Good morning, everybody. This is Ricardo Santos from J Zapata. That's right, Cooking with J Zapata. We are recording today from one of our newest locations, right here on 309 by the fuel on gas station. Actually, we were parked here for 3 months right outside. It was a very wonderful experience. Now people ask us, where's the food truck? Guess what? We crashed into the building. I want you to come and let me show you how we're gonna cook breakfast today. That's right, we're gonna have the Panchos, we're gonna have the Jesus. So come on now and check out right inside the building. Come on, follow me. I'm gonna show you now the experience. I'm gonna give you the experience of the food truck right inside the building. It wasn't easy, but guess what? Thanks to the help of the owner, he was the one who let us into the building and to the municipality. Let us walk inside the building and do what we do best. That's right, J Zapata inside. Come and check, have an experience of the food truck inside the building. Okay, the Pancho's tortilla stands for my father, and not my biological father. A man that raised me, gave me the chance, gave me the last name to carry on. His name is Alfonso Santos, so in a short word with love, Pancho. So they call him Pancho, and my grandma. So he used to make breakfast for us. I remember that. He used to make the tortilla, cut it, dice it, put in oil, like a little deep fry and stuff, scrambled eggs, some cheese on top of it, and close it up and melt it like an omelet. So I decided, since I grew up with it, I decided to name it after him, even though he's alive. So I named people, even though we're here or we're gone, because they deserve to have a name, because they were good to me and they were something what I am right now. How you doing, everybody? We are back in 309 by 309, the fuel and gas station. You're gonna check us out. Look, we have a TV board. We don't have a chalkboard no more. People were asking, where's the truck at? And we crashed into the building, and that's what's up right here. You're gonna have the sensation of a food truck, because we just moved into the building to the newest location. That's right. We have more stuff to serve you. We're gonna be cooking breakfast. That's right. Right now I'm gonna show you how to make ponchos. You want to know why I name it ponchos? If I named the business after my grandma, what would I name ponchos? That's right. My father, Alfonso Santos, he taught us and he used to cook for us. That's right. Deep fry con tortilla, eggs and cheese, and boom. I'm gonna show you now how to make the ponchos. That's right. I'm gonna show you how to make the ponchos right now. If you're doing at your house, don't use a little bit of oil, not too much. You don't want it to be too greasy, and you don't want to turn the tortilla into a nacho. That's right. So it depends on the amount of how big the family is. So I usually use maybe 3 eggs every 4 tortillas, because you want to have egg on it. You don't want to have just a smear of egg. In this case, we use 6 tortillas, the small ones. Actually, these tortillas are gluten-free. That's right, they're gluten-free. So we're gonna pour the tortillas into the grill. Okay, make sure it's flat, that is cooking. You put the oil in your pan, then you go grab the eggs. Remember, in order to make an omelet, you have to break some eggs, right? That's right. So we're gonna toast a couple of eggs with the yolk on it. Make sure there's no eggshells. Actually, eggshells are really healthy. Just kidding. So this is how we do it. You mix it nice, constantly. You stir it nice and good. Whip it. Whip this baby up, right? So look, it's ready to go. But don't forget you got something on the fire. So you got to turn around to the fire. The tortilla doesn't get, it has to be really crispy. It has to be in a changing of a color. You see the difference from right, wrong? So that's what we want you to learn. Cook it, make sure you lose the color. So that way, when you are ready to put the eggs, it's really sealing it. It will be sealed and will be turned into a tortilla with egg on top of it. It will be wrapped up into it. So this is how we're doing it right now. I use my hands because I want to do it fast, but this is how it's turning into. Okay? So we go back again. We're gonna need the cheese. Keep stirring because you don't want it to sit down. Okay, that's right, baby. It's ready to go. So we are going to pour it. Make sure the amount of tortilla you have is ready to go. So this is how we do it. Oh my God. That's more plenty of egg. Now we're gonna wait a couple of minutes. You stay, actually, you see? My father used to do it like the, he used to grab the pan and go, oh, an omelette, an omelette. Look, oh. But that's how my father used to make them. So you gotta make sure it's moist. You don't wanna have this breakfast dry, because believe me, you don't wanna have your eggs dry. So we're just gonna make sure we keep stirring it, nothing wrong with it, nothing happened to it. You see? You wanna have a consistency, you see? You wanna make sure it sticks to the tortilla when it's cooked. You keep flipping, turning over and over. This is almost done. I'm gonna show you the way that my father used to do. What he used to do is throw the cheese right on top of it. Throw it, boom. And then, and then he used to cover. Right now, I'm gonna close it up. I'm gonna close this up, move it over. Remember, you pull the pan off the fire, cover it up. Let it sit for a while, because you don't want it to be mixed all the way. So my father used to take it out of the stove, put it on the table, cover it. The cheese will melt right on top of it. It's not mixed all the way. You want it to see the cheese on top, not eating. And where's the cheese at? I'm going to show you now. Look. Still melting, you see? It's melting. So it's not melting all the way. We bring it to the fire. So we're going to put it in the fire. Now, the way we make them, we put veggies on top of it. Why we want to throw veggies? Because you have to have them. Your body needs veggies. I know you're like, I don't like it. But you need to have them. That's for your own good, though. So it's coming along. We're going to throw some salsa. Or just thinking about it, I'm already hungry, though. So we're going to go back and show you what are the toppings. Ladies, cook. Gentlemen, cook. I mean, this is something that you could do for your other half. Bring the meal, breakfast, dinner, in the bed. Believe me, she or he will be happy. That's right. You know, my mother told me once, to make somebody to fall in love, you start from the belly. That's right. Look at my belly. I'm in love. That's right. Well, this baby should be ready by now, because we got it cooking a couple of minutes already. Exactly maybe 4 or 5, depends on the fire. Just look at it. It's not too dry. I'm not one that will be dry all the way. I'm going to serve it. This is a meal for like, I don't know, it depends how big is the family, but I think this is a meal for like 2 or 3. You see the egg, the tortilla is not too cheap, it's not too dry, and the egg is not too dry. The cheese is melted. That's why when you close it up, the cheese melts by itself. It's like having an oven in your house. Plus you won't spend money or gas or electricity because the steam will melt it. So let's do the toppings for it. But I came up with the idea of doing something different. That's right, Zapata style. What's my style is to add some veggies. Okay, so we're gonna add some tomatoes, some onions, freshly cut right here, cilantro. If I ever have a kid, I'm gonna name him Cilantro. You know, I love cilantro so much. I don't know, it's probably part of my roots or growing up. I ate a lot. Now, what do? Queso. Sprinkly cheese, like the snow. It's called queso añejo. Look, it's really good. It's kind of a bit salty, not too salty. And then what do we do on top of it? Zapata style sour cream. You may get it chunks, but we take our time to make it. You see? Remember, food is art. It's called culinary art. Then what do? This is the presentation of our ponchos, okay? Now, if you are the mild or spicy, we have, you know, a lot of people think because food is Mexican, it has to be Mexican all the way. You're wrong. First of all, we do not use peppers to cook. Some we do. But right here in this area, this neighborhood, we're trying to use the mild sauce. This salsa is very mild, it has no peppers whatsoever. It's no contamination, doesn't get blended after the spicy. No, no, no. It's mild all the way, so don't be afraid. So we're gonna throw some of the mild on top of it. I'll do it all the way because maybe somebody wants to share with. And this one, this is my baby. My habanero sauce. This one is spicy with a flavor, not just a fire burning thing, it's with a love. You feel the kick with the flavor. And this is our spicy habanero. When you heard the word habanero, you're like, oh, it's killing me. No, this is the habanero that we use. And when it gets cooked, it gets diluted. Vinegar, lemon, remember that citrus kills the fire. So this is the Pancho's breakfast. Well, everybody, we have a customer that's willing to try. He's going to try for the first time. First time, señor?
Yes, sir.
Órale. ¿Habla español? No parlez-vous mexicain? Okay. So he's going to try and let's see his reaction. That's the spicy and this is the mild. You know, grab the sauce, my man. Grab the sauce. Don't chicken out. That's right.
All right. Not at all.
Oh, big chunk. He's hungry. Flavor, kick. You feel like crying? You feel like crying? A little bit.
Definitely has a kick to it.
Okay.
Definitely has a kick to it, but it's very good.
You want to try them out? It has no peppers. If you say there's peppers on it, that's probably in your brain because we make it without peppers. Good?
Very good. Very
Like
very
it?
Good. A lot.
All right, you can have it. Bring the plate.
You're gonna eat all the food? Yep.
Well, we had a volunteer. He tried, he liked it. And that's what's up, Cooking with J Zapata. Believe me, you'll be leaving this place with a smile, maybe a spice in your head. Right? How is it? Good? Welcome to J Zapata. That's right, Cooking with J Zapata. Right now we are going to show you how to make a burrito Jesus. Jesus burrito. Actually, somebody was like, Jesus burrito? That better be good. Guess what? It is good. That's right. So I'm going to show you how to make a breakfast. Jesus burrito. What do I name it? Jesus burrito. Everybody has a dad, a father. I have two fathers. His name, my biological father, is Jesus Huerta. That's right. If you're looking at me, you're looking at him. We are very similar like. So I'm going to show you how to make the breakfast, Jesus burrito. Once again, you crack the eggs. The faster, the cleaner. You know, it took me about 20 dozens to learn how to crack an egg with one hand. That was back in New York, about 10 years ago. So, you scramble the eggs. Nice. Make sure it's scrambled all the way because you don't want some to look like the yolk. People don't like the yolk, but when you're mixing it, you want to mix it nice. Are you going to ask me why I don't use salt? Because I know the flour tortilla, it has already in it. The meat that we put in, it has already in it. The cheese that we had, it has already in it. So I don't add too much salt to the food because salt is good, but in a amount. But since we have it already on everything else, I don't use it that much. But it has a flavor though. That's the key, flavor. When you combine everything, doesn't need to be too salty or too greasy. But this is the huevo, the egg is ready to go, okay? So now we're gonna move to the next step, which is the flour tortilla. Flour tortilla, you know this flour tortilla, we get it from Washington, from Chicago. You don't get it local. I'm trying to push to see if somebody wants to do business with us because probably this is the best tortilla we have. So We put the tortilla. You don't use oil. That's right. You just want to warm up the tortilla. It's already pre-cooked. You leave it on a temperature halfway. You could use maybe in your house a big pan or cookie pan, something that's big enough. You see, you just warming it. You see the texture already? It's giving you the brownish of overcooking, a crispy side. So I don't want it to go too crispy on that. Ah, it's nice and warm. So let's keep it where it's gonna stay warm, okay? Now we're gonna throw the eggs. Why do I throw the eggs last? Because I don't want the eggs to burn. I don't want the eggs to be dry. I want it to be moisty. So the tortilla is already cooked. We're just gonna reheat it. When you stir again, you mix it one more time. You hear that? You wanna hear the nose? Ah, baby. You see? That's what I'm talking about. Listen to the egg talking to you. The grill is cooking. That music gets you rolling. That's right. So we're gonna, you see? I don't want to burn it, so I keep playing. I gotta give attention to it. Don't let it sit by itself. It's like a key. You can leave a key next to a swimming pool and turn around. Hell no. So this is how you do. You want it to have moist. You want it to be not too dry, on a soft mode. You see? So now what do we do? Oh, the tortilla. That's right. She's sitting, waiting for us. That's right. So the tortilla is ready to have an egg. Now, you could add on top of it anything you want. But as Zapatas, cooking with J Zapata, we're going to add a lot more to it. Just look at it. It's very simple, easy to make. 1, 2, 3, boom, you got something to eat. But this is fresh mode. So I'm going to put some beans. We're going to put some black beans. I'm going to make sure it's not too watery because then the flour tortilla is going to rip. Ah, there we go. But wait a minute. You like ham? This is something that we as Mexicans use a lot. Or our traditional breakfast. Franks. That's right. Over here the States is used only for barbecue and parties and celebrating. In Mexico we use this on a daily basis as breakfast. We scramble it, we put the eggs, but then we put it on the pan. Want to go back to the pan, bam, 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 again. Today I was in the mood to make this. I just came up with the idea because that's how I grew up. I'm not going to say beef or chicken because sometimes there was not on our pocket. But this is very accessible, so this is what we do. For those that know what my culture really good on the deep side, they know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it could be just eggs and potatoes, could be eggs and cactus, could be eggs and string beans. Those are authentic Mexican breakfast. But since we can afford it right now, we'll throw some sausages. We call it salchichas. Salchichas. Okay, no sausage, it's called franks. So it's already cooked. We're gonna use it as a topping. Lower the fire. Remember, turn off your fire after you're done. And look at it. See? Simple, cheap, fresh, fast, healthy, and most of all, you did it yourself. So let's go back with the toppings. On this burrito, what I like to add is our style. I always say, eat some veggies. Your body needs some veggies. So we're going to throw some tomatoes. Onions. We use white onions. Remember, there's 3 kinds that I know, the onions. This is not too spicy, not too sweet. Doesn't need that aftertaste. Oh, my cilantro. I love cilantro. Actually, this cilantro is full grown. That's why it has the flavor. If you do the cilantro, you chop the cilantro, make sure you use the stem, the sticks. Because if you use only the leaves, that's where you're killing it. The flavor, you throw in the most important thing, the flavor. When I used to make a spicy sauce, I used to throw the broth and then use clean water. No, that was bad because I was throwing the flavor of the broth, the salsa. Well, let's go back to the burrito. We got the toppings. Now we got magic. You see it before, now you're gonna see it after. Sour cream. Cheese. Oh, some snow falling from above. Look at that. But hey, that's the way I'm gonna eat it myself. But how we serve it here in Zapata is this way, with this cheese. Now we're gonna wrap this up. Remember, the time we've been working with the burrito is probably a little bit too cold. So we would like to seal it. I like to have the crispy on at least this side. It will help it to seal. So let's go back to the grill and put it right on it. You don't need to use oil, just put it right there. Let it sit for a couple of minutes, 1 minute tops or two, and then you're gonna have it. A burrito, Jesus burrito. Well, this is the finished product of our burrito, Jesus burrito. You don't see it on the outside, but let's see what it looks on the inside. Now, this is what it looks on the inside. Yummy, yummy. Ay, 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 I'm hungry. Hey everybody, once again, we are in the conclusion of our show. We have the finished product. This is a burrito, Jesus burrito, that's right. Also, we show you how to do the panchos, that's right. Every item on our menu has a name and a history, of course. This is my father, biological father, Jesus, and Pancho's my papa, that's right. And I hope you learn from us. If I can do it, you can do it. Also, you could try this at home, make it yourself. Now, this is the final segments of our program, and I hope you enjoy our show. And guess what? If I can do it, you can do it. Cooking with J Zapata. That's right, everybody. Have a great afternoon.